Hi there, and welcome back to Tarot by Fernanda. I promise I will get better at every video, and I realize I'm going to be showing the cards much more this time and explain what energies am I analyzing, and that might help you more. Okay, so this time it's going to be a romantic reading, and everyone and anyone is welcome. I do think that this will be a very useful reading for anyone who's single, someone that may be on a break, and anyone that may have started something new, that have met someone new, but it's just very recent. Okay, and this reading will really, pick a card reading will really help you understand the connection. So let's go over what I'm analyzing first. Okay, so we're gonna go over what energy are you putting out there into the universe when it comes to love, right? So maybe you are actually manifesting everything. Maybe you're putting a very joyful energy, so that's what you're gonna get back. Sometimes everyone has done it in the past. We put more of a desperation feeling or sadness, or we already gave up on finding the right person. So obviously the universe picks up on that energy, and that might explain a little bit more the reading. Then we'll go over how do you actually feel about love, and that might sometimes tap on people's fears and understand that, wow, like I thought I wanted someone, but really subconsciously I feel a little bit stuck, or a little bit afraid about it. I think I want it, but subconsciously I don't want it. So that will help again explain the reading. And then we will also go over the intentions of finding a romantic partner, because we want the intentions, or I hope that your intentions are pure, because you deserve an amazing love and lover, an amazing experience. So for your intentions, for you to meet the right person, your intentions must align as well, right, with the type of person you may attract. Then we'll go over who you actually are meeting soon, who's coming your way, who's the next person, next guy or woman. I mean, I don't really care about the sex. It's more of like, who's the next person that is coming your way in a romantic way, and how will you feel about it? How will she or he feel about it? And then we'll go over the main lesson that you're meant to learn from this connection, what your angels can tell you that may happen with this connection, what is something they just want you to know, either sometimes showing support or maybe warnings. And then we'll end just with a general zodiac sign that is predominant in this reading. So I may tell you that the next person you're meeting probably is a Scorpio or a water sign, let's say. But again, remember, it's very general, so if everything makes sense for you about the zodiac sign, do not get stuck on that, just because I still want to give some people the zodiac sign because I love that, but at the same time it's a general pick a card, so don't worry too much if it does not match who you're seeing at the moment. So let's get on this, and I'm gonna post a picture. You have to pick one of the five piles, and then there's a timestamp in the comments, and then you can just jump straight to the pile that you picked. And see you soon. Thank you. Hi there, so if you picked pile number 1, then let's go over your reading right now. Okay, so let me show you first the cards, and then I will start explaining one by one, so you understand the energy. And I just want to be very clear, so you leave this reading understanding a little bit more. Okay, perfect. So if you chose pile number 1, this is your pile. Let's see what you have. So what is the energy you're putting out there? How do you feel about love in general? What are your intentions on finding a partner, a love partner? Then we have, who are you meeting? Who's the next person you're meeting very soon? How do you feel about this meeting? How does the other person feel about meeting you? Then we have the lesson that you're meant to learn and from this connection. Then we have the messages from the angels, what they want to tell you about this connection. And then we have with the zodiac sign, which I will leave over here, and then we can talk about this at the end. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go over card by card, okay? Okay, pile number one. So let's start with, what energy are you putting out there into the universe? You got the beautiful sun. Okay, do you see, this is a horse and a crow on top of the horse, and obviously the sun. It's telling me that the energy you're putting out there, it really definitely is of happiness, of when it comes to love, you are really enjoying life. I feel like you're really enjoying yourself. So definitely this is the way to go, because when you put really positive energy out there, then obviously the universe will send you more reason to be happy. Okay, so I really love it that your energy, it is the sun, the energy that you're putting out there seems like you already are full by yourself. You don't need anyone, you're not looking for someone, or at least the energy that you're putting out there seems to be on a high vibrational level, which is really great if you chose number one. And for those that think that maybe you're like, no, but I haven't really have been pretty sad or stressed lately, that is valid and that could be true. But when it comes to love, it seems like you put nice energy out there. When it comes to love, when you think about romance, it's always on a high vibrational level, and that's really beautiful that you're putting a really happy energy out there. Now, when we go on to ask, how do you actually truly feel about love? And already seeing that you are putting so much happy energy out there, then that makes me obviously think that something good is coming out as well. And we got the 4 of Wands, and then we got the 10 of Cups. And then you see here the crow is resting, and then you got the 10 of Cups, which is, you know, there's sunflowers, and seems like it's harmony out there and all of that. So how do you actually feel about love? There's 2 things here. You do feel like finding love, romantic love, it's a bit exhausting and needs a lot of it takes out your energy, but not in a bad way. Like, you think of it as something that is worth it, that obviously takes more energy than being by yourself, but you do understand that it brings a lot of happiness. So on one side, you're saying, yes, it's a bit tiring sometimes. It takes a lot more energy than being by myself, but then you also understand that it does bring a lot of happiness and harmony, and you see love as something serious. So although I think some of you are enjoying life a lot, I don't know if you're having a lot of lovers, but you are definitely, when you think about love, like actually falling in love, you think of, you want to have it with someone serious, like you want to build something with that person. You don't want just a fling. Like, that is not what I'm seeing here. And then when I'm asking, what are your real intentions when it comes to love? I got the Page of Pentacles. So you're getting the Page of Pentacles here, and it's young energy here, but it's like you want something serious. Like I said, you do want to start something, you want to start investing. So your true intent on finding a lover is pampering someone. You want a serious, by serious relationship I mean building something, right? For every single person, a serious relationship is something very different, but I mean building something with that one person. Yes, so let's explain who are you meeting next. So we got, my nails are limiting sometimes when I want to grab my cards. Okay, so you got the Page of Cups. The person that you're meeting has a very young energy. Doesn't mean that she or he is younger than you. It means that this person is not as mature as maybe other people, okay? When Page comes, obviously it's not a knight, it's not a king. It is someone with good intentions, but obviously a very young energy, immature. And if you see, he's holding a cup, and in the cup there's a fish. So very playful energy. Now I will let you know that for some people, this person is more of a joker than anything else. He will have, or she will have, a great sense of humor, but it's more playing around, doesn't have anything serious to offer, is not established whatsoever. So I'm feeling like you will be the mature one in this connection. Now, how will you be feeling about this connection when you meet this person? You got the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups usually means moving on to better things, and this is very split into groups of people. I think some of you will feel like, well, no, like this person is too mature for me. It could be this person could be older than you, but you might be in a different place or a different state of mind, and you want someone that is more on the same page as you. You feel like you need to go look for something better. Or for some people, you think that this is a person that you were looking for. So there's very two split groups in here. And then how will this person feel about you? We got the Hermit. And the Hermit is really telling me that this person will learn a lot from you, will feel like he or she is absorbing so much information from you, will really grow as a person. So him or her meeting you definitely will put him on a path of growing, of maturing, of wanting to understand, not trying, but finally wanting to understand more about life, because he or she is really in a playful state of mind, which is fine, but he or she has not questioned themselves of like why the world is the way that it is, what could I do to better the world. And this is something that meeting you will make him or her think about it. They will yearn to make a difference. So that's a Hermit. The Hermit is a transformation process when someone finally decides that they're curious enough to find answers and to know more than just enjoying life. Because life it's about enjoying, but it's also, it really serves you to have knowledge on other topics, and the urge of wanting to know more. And once that you want to know more, then you also kind of understand how the world works and you want to make a difference into the world. So you're definitely going to inspire this person in a way. Now, when it comes to what is the lesson you need to learn from this connection, right? Because his or her lesson might be something completely different, but for you, you got nourishment. And you see this person, and there's food all around this person, and a lot of water. So, and it's number 7. So to start with, number 7 in connections, that is not necessarily, it's not a soulmate connection, but it is, there's not soulmate connection in numbers, but it's what is the closest to feeling like a soulmate. So definitely your connection with this person will feel so exciting, you'll feel so excited about this person. It's like if he or she was your first love. You'll feel like the same feeling that you had in high school or whenever you had your first boyfriend or girlfriend. And so then nourishment for you really is saying that whatever you put into your body, it's what may heal or sicken your body. So it doesn't have to do with actual foods in here. What I'm really sensing is it has to do with your thoughts. So there might be some times that you may feel a little bit jealous, or I'm not sure. They're not telling me anything about the looks of this person, but maybe this person is really good looking, or really out there, or really flirty all the time, and you might be jealous or you might feel like you're always competing or something like that. And your angels are being very, very, just telling you that through this connection, you will learn the importance of your thoughts and how that can affect your body, and how you should be really mindful of your thoughts. Okay? And then now let's go with what they're telling you about this connection. And again, I apologize if there's a lot of noise. I live in the city at the moment and in a high traffic area. Okay, so they are saying, let's start with the 8 of Wands. This connection is coming fast. So pile number 1, you are the only one who got this card. The angels wanted to let you know that it's coming fast, it's coming soon. So usually I do readings up to 6 months. So really, if they're saying it's coming fast, I'm really thinking it's coming in the next month for you, within the next 4 weeks. And it's going, also another thing that they're saying, is gonna flourish pretty quick. You'll feel like, how did we get to care about each other so much? Like, it's going maybe a little bit too fast. Maybe you have only known this person for 2 weeks and you already feel like you have known him for so long, like you cannot be without this person. And the feeling is mutual. It's like you need each other. Things will flourish so quick. And then we have the 10 of Staves. So this is more of a, not warning, this is just to let you know ahead of time. Your angels are saying that one of you will feel like they're putting a lot of work and have to carry the other person's slack. I'm not saying that someone is gonna be slacking, but it seems like one person will be doing more than the other. And again, knowing that the person you're meeting is very playful, has a very young personality, doesn't know much about responsibility, I feel like it probably will be you that is might be carrying the all the weight sometimes of the relationship, or you will feel like that. So just just a heads up. So you shift your energy, you can set boundaries sometimes, so you don't feel like you're worn off after a couple of weeks of seeing this person. And then at the end we got the King of Cups. So really, the King of Cups is all about feelings, it is maturity. So I think that things will become very serious, not very serious, very deep, very quick, very deep, that's the word. Because it's not that it's gonna become very serious, it's just that it's gonna be very deep. And I think that's one of the best feelings, when you have such a deep connection with the person. And I wanted to say, I was going to forget, definitely physical connection, and the physical connection in this connection, crazy. Ooh, my mic. It will be pretty good. I'm just gonna tell you that. It's gonna, and I understand why, because there's like the feelings are out there, you have been putting such a positive energy into the universe. I mean, they're not telling me whether this is going to last or not, but that's not much of the question. It's just for you to know how things are looking, and I'm gonna tell you, they're looking pretty good. And you are meeting this person for a reason, whether it lasts or not. I feel like this is gonna be a really fun ride regardless, and you should enjoy it, because again, physical connection, a 10, and then a deep connection, like a feelings. Because of all this like water energy, I really felt like it was a water sign. And then we got the Pisces card. You can't see it that well because of the light, and I was like, makes sense. So you could be dealing with a Pisces maybe, or just with another water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, those signs. I'm a Scorpio. We feel so deep and we want to make the person feel so deep as well. So you may not be a water sign. I feel like you may not be a water sign. And this person is gonna take you to another level of feeling. This is so delicious. Like, the feeling of it is so good. So that's your reading. I mean, I hope that this was helpful. I do hope that you like this video, that this was useful. You can follow me on my Instagram account. You can also go check my website. My website is, it's like I'm working on the website. I'm having someone working on the website. So it's not finished, but you can also book an appointment with me. And yeah, so hopefully this was useful. And let's go on to the second pile. It was really nice seeing you. Hi there, so this is for group number 2. So if you chose group number 2, then let's go over first the cards so you get to see them, and then we're going to analyze each card and their energy just to give you a better look of this person, this connection, what's waiting for you, etc. You know that. Okay, so let me show you if you picked pile number 2. Then let's go over your reading. First, we will have the energy you're putting out there to the universe when it comes to love. We got the Ace of Cups. Then the how you feel about love, how you feel about having a partner. Then we go to what is your real intent on having a partner. Let me set it this way. No worries, we're gonna go more in detail in a bit. Then who are you meeting next? How will you feel about this meeting? How will this person feel about that meeting? Then we have the overall lesson that you're meant to learn in this connection. And then we're heading to what your angels have to say about this connection, whether it's, just letting you know if there's any warnings or if there's any good you got to know. And then the sign that this connection, the zodiac sign that this person may have within their chart. Okay, so let's go one by one. Okay, group number 2. So let's go over your cards. Let's start first with what energy are you putting out there into the universe? And we got the Ace of Cups. So you definitely have been putting out there the fact that you want someone to share your affection, love with. You really are looking for a partner. Yes, it just feels like you really want to start something new. You want to have someone. So I will explain, it's not for everyone, but for some of you, although the Ace of Cups is such a beautiful card and it means that, the beginning of something, for very few of you, I am feeling more of a desperate energy out there of like, I just want to be dating someone. I just want to have a partner. It's more of that energy that I'm getting. I just don't want to be by myself. And then why I'm saying this, it's because how you really feel about love. When I ask, how do you really feel about love? We got the King of Swords. Again, this is only for only some of you. For a lot of you, you feel you putting out there the energy that you want a partner, but because you really want to share your thoughts, your feelings with someone. But for a few of you, this is more of a desperate feeling. It's more of you just wanted to have someone for the sake of having someone next to you, right? I mean, we all have been there sometimes. Now, for how you feel about love, and when we have King of Swords, it definitely, it's weird because you want a connection so bad, you want love, you really want love, but at the same time, the way you see it is like in a rational way, like this is something that I have to get. So I feel like for some of you, if you're seeing it as a rational thing, if you're seeing it as in like, this is the next step for me to be complete, or this is the next step in my life, then I feel like for a lot of you, you might feel like there's nothing else that you could do in your life, and this is the next thing for you. This is really the energy I'm getting for some of you. For others, I'm feeling like finding a partner for you, it's like some of the kings are missing their queens, and some of the queens are missing a king, and it's not so much because of the connection, but because you want to have your queen or you want to get your king. More of like how he looks rather than how he feels. And it's important to know this is no criticism whatsoever, and again, this is general, but for some of you, that's the energy that I'm getting from you. And again, I'm not doing reversals, but I'm getting more of the shadow energy for this card. And then again, when I'm asking about group number 2's intent of having love, right, we got the Devil's card. And the Devil is not a bad card. It's really important to know what's going on. And when I'm asking, what is intent for group number 2 to find a partner, a lover? The Devil, it really represents what ties you down, what makes you a slave. So sometimes we are slaves to bad habits, right? Those are the things that limit your life. So there's 2 groups in here. One person wants to be in power and wants to find someone that depends on him or her so much, okay? So let's see if I pick number 2. It might be that your real intentions is to find someone that depends on you, someone that you can control, whether it's because of like true feelings or monetary, but you want to have control over someone. Or you're someone that is more of a submissive person and wants to be controller or give your power out to someone else. So yes, and so that's half of you. The other half of you, I feel like your real intention to find a partner, it's because I don't know if you have ever heard of mirror work when it comes to relationships. So you may be aware that whoever you date is reflecting qualities that you don't want to see in you, or the shadow self of you, and not shadow self of you. And being in a connection always helps you see that side. And that's why connections are so challenging. Dating someone, being with someone is always so challenging, because it makes you sometimes so uncomfortable, because it's bringing those sides of you that you don't want to look when you're on your own. So I do feel like for some of you, you really want to grow, you really want to have someone that shows you that shadow self for you to grow. But that, I will say that's like 30% of group 2. A lot of group 2, I will say it's more of a very needy energy, more of a desperate energy that I'm sensing here, and it's nothing wrong. But it's really important to understand this, so when you meet the next person you meet, you understand more of why things are going, if they're going the way you want it, but it's not the person that you wanted, or it's the person that you wanted, but it's not going the way you wanted it. So when I asked about what is the next person that you're meeting, group number 2, we got the High Priestess and we got the Moon. So this is really telling me that you're meeting someone with a lot of secrets, someone that you think is very mysterious, or that actually is pretty mysterious. She or he keeps a lot of things unsaid and unknown. This person is very intuitive as well, someone that is really in touch with their intuition. Yeah, and this person may be going through a dark time as well. Some of you may be attracting someone that is going through a downtime or has a lower vibrational state of mind, just for now, maybe going through a tough patch. But for another group of people, really just someone that is very mysterious, someone that has a very strong feminine energy. Again, I'm only talking about the energy, not if this is a woman or if this is a man. And obviously keep secrets, but it's very, very, very intuitive. So yeah, you might not understand the way he or she thinks, because if you're not someone that really opens their third eye and believes in other things or other universes, maybe having chats with this person might be a little bit tough, because this person definitely will see the world differently than you may see it. Then how will you feel when you meet this person? We got the Knight of Swords. You see this person going as fast as he can. He's going after it. So definitely when you meet this person, group number 2, you will feel like you have to have this person. You want this person so bad. And this makes me wonder if this is even maybe someone that you know already, that you have been wanting to have for so long. And the word "to have" is what it really is coming to mind, because it's not like you want to, what is the word when you, because I'm thinking of the Spanish word, but when you want to persuade someone, when you want someone to fall in love with you, that's not the feeling I'm getting. The feeling that I'm getting is I want to conquer this person, I want to have this person, and not in a physical way necessarily, but more of like I want to get her or him on my side. I want this person. You made up your mind, and the danger of this energy is sometimes that you're willing to do anything that it takes, even if it's betraying your closest friends or something like that, to get this person. So imagine that this person is your best friend's girlfriend or something like that. You know, this is the type of danger that I'm sensing, that you want this person so bad that you're blinded by that, by your desire rather than your heart or rationalizing things. How this person will feel about you to start with. Again, the energy can change, but we got the 4 of Cups. You see, obviously there's 3 cups here full, and there's another cup that is being offered to this person, and he is like, not having it. So, I mean, there's definitely a clash of feelings here, because this person may not be interested in you that way, may not see you in that way as of now, may resist somehow a little bit into your charming personality, or whichever way you try to charm this person. But yes, I do see that this person that first met, that he or she met you, was not necessarily romantically interested. Now, the main lesson you're meant to learn from this connection, we got resilience. Okay, so you see an elderly woman, and she's carrying a lot of weight. But the thing about this card, about resilience, specifically for you, there's 2 sides of this card. For some of you, this is obviously a person that they want you to act on it, pursue, but for others, it is, on the image, you see some leaves, but you also see like tentacles, or I don't know if that's what it's called, but it looks like a monster, like you're carrying a monster in your back. And it really makes me think of, you know, what you sow, it's what you get. And it's like, the more you go into life not really conscious or not really understanding the consequences of your actions, or even the root of what you want things, which group number 2, I feel like a lot of you don't genuinely want love. You just want to have someone. You don't genuinely want love, and when the intentions are not pure, things cannot you deserve so much. Everyone deserves the best, and I want that for you. So your mentality and that sense of need needs to change and shift, because I really feel like you're this person that at every single step things seem to be harder and harder, and you don't understand why is it that you're having bad luck, why is it that you're not getting the person you want. But one thing that I'm gonna say too, that I kind of, I used to think too, why am I attracting the wrong person? People have smells, like aura smells something. Sometimes when you're like, I don't know what is it about this person, but like he has done everything right, but he also seems so desperate. And then you can catch on that. Although the person's action do not look desperate, but you can just tell. Or you can just tell something's fishy, something doesn't smell good. Doesn't mean that actually that person doesn't smell good, but it's just the aura's smell, and your aura, your soul can smell on that. So, I wonder why would this person may not be interested at you in you and to begin with. So I do feel like you're carrying, this is what I'm saying, like you're carrying a monster with you, and by a monster I don't mean an actual monster, but you are not dealing with some inner, there's inner work to be done first before you attract the person you want for you and that you know that you deserve, okay? So, yes, and I mean, you can meet someone and be doing the inner work, but it really is important for you to be doing that inner work. And, okay, so the message from your angels, this is getting a bit long, 6 of coins. You see this person putting coins on the feet of someone else and on someone's feet. So that's how I feel like one person will be there serving the other person. And 6 of coins is usually about balance in this. And it's just balance in whatever the question is. It's always balance. But again, although I'm not doing reverse, I really feel like this is like the energy I'm getting from this person is the woman is just looking straight. It's not even looking at the man that is putting the coins on her feet. And this is what I feel like. Your angels wants to tell you that one of you, and I have a feeling it's probably you, you'll want to impress this person with all the gifts you can give to her or him. Whether they're materialistic or you doing favors for this person all the time, and this person is not even looking at you, right? And it's like you will be doing so much without getting noticed. And what I'm worrying about is, why do you feel like you have to be doing all of this to get someone that I know that you want so bad, but it's not even whether he or she appreciates you. It's more of, I want to know about you. Why do you feel like you have to do so much for someone to convince them that you're worth it? This is what I want you to look into, okay? It's not whether this person, even if this person was looking right back at him and was thankful for everything, why do you feel like you have to put everything into someone's feet, to someone's feet? Then we got the 3 of staves, and then it's this man looking to the horizon, and then the woman looking at him. So the man really is looking to the horizon, and then the woman looking to him. And I do feel like, there's free will whatsoever. I feel like for a lot of you, this connection is going to move forward, okay? It will move forward, I have to say that. I do feel like it will be really important to set boundaries, because I'm already seeing, again, someone looking so deeply into someone else, and this other person looking right in front, like more looking into his future while she's looking at him. So this connection seems to be moving forward for majority of you. And then we got the Ace of Swords. So this is just showing me that there's opportunity for a different vision, a different way of seeing life. And this is very general. This is, I cannot tell whether this is, whether you realize the way you're doing things, and this connection will teach you not to put everything, not to do so much to prove yourself, or is it something different? But definitely this connection will bring a revelation for you. And now let's end with what zodiac sign will this person have in their chart, in the birth chart, most likely. And we got Aquarius. And the card that Aquarius, there's different messages, but on this one is show the world the real you. And I really think that you have the best intentions. You feel like maybe you are not enough. Someone is not gonna choose you for who you are. You think that you have to give so many gifts to someone. You have to be so, you need to give so much to prove someone that you're worth it, and that's not the case. Your angels truly are saying, show the world the real you, because people will really love this person. Maybe not the person that you're so stubborn to get or so fixated on, but so many people that will love you and care about you, and yeah, care about you for who you are, not for how much they can get from you, will be in your life. So your angels are really truly saying, please show the real part of you, what you really are, and drop that huge weight that you're carrying, okay? Be resilient, don't give up, because your awesomeness, although may not be appreciated by everyone, doesn't make you less awesome, okay? I think we're all unique in our own way, and we're all the same in the same way. None of us are special, yet we're all unique. And I say none of us are special because I don't want to feed the ego. The second that we want to be special, then I think that our ego took over. And yes, so what I want to say is we all are unique. We all are the same, but we all are unique in our own way. And I hope that you get to accept you the way you are, and have patience to attract the person that is meant for you. If you want to work on this connection specifically, this is going to bring you a revelation. Hopefully it's going to be a very positive one. I do feel like it's going to be a positive one. You're going to realize that you should not be scared of showing the real you, and the right person will stay next to you. Okay, hopefully this was really useful. And feel free to follow me on my Instagram page, Tarot by Fernanda, and check out my website. It's still in the works. And you can also book an appointment with me over the website. And yeah, so thank you so much, and see you next time. I'm gonna go to the next reading. Hi there, so this is if you chose pile number 3, just cleansing the energy of pile number 2, so then I get more insight on your cards. So let's go over each card so you got to see them, and then I'm gonna explain each energy, okay? All right, let's do it. Hi there, so okay, if you chose pile number 2, let's look at your cards. So first we have the Page of Pentacles to represent the energy that you're putting out there into the universe. Then we got the King of Wands to represent how you feel about love. Then we have the Two of Wands, the Two of Wands to represent your intention on finding love. Then who are you meeting? Who's coming your way? We got Judgment. Then how will you feel about meeting this person? We got the Hierophant. Then to represent how this person will feel about you, we got the Seven of Cups. The overall lessons you got to learn about this connection is action. Number 15. Let's move this. Then the messages from your angels, we got transformation, which is death. we got Power, which is, I was going to say Aries, but it's the Emperor. And then we got the Prince of Cups, which is the Prince of Cups, which is the Page of Cups, in case that you know it as Page of Cups. And then we got the zodiac sign that this person most likely has in their birth chart, but I will leave that for the end, okay? So I'll put this on the side. Okay, so we're back and let's go over each card, okay? So group number 3, what is the energy you're putting out there into the universe when it comes to finding a romantic partner? We got the Page of Pentacles. The energy I'm getting from here, it is definitely, you see the value of having someone. You see, I mean, obviously there's still a young energy in here, but a very hopeful one, someone that wants to grow as a person, wants now, maybe before in the past you didn't see the value of having a relationship or a partner, but you definitely do now. And that's the energy that I'm having, like I'm sensing for you. You want a new start. You want to start something fresh, new. And for a few of you, I really feel like in the past, you might not have, like I said, seen the value of having someone, but maybe this is for someone specific. You did not appreciate someone's value. At times you feel like, meh. You know, we have had those experiences, and then we lose that person and we're like, no, it took me to lose you to understand how much I like you or care about you. Then when I ask about how you feel about love, you got the King of Wands. And for me, what I'm sensing is you're looking for an equal. I really do feel like how you feel about love is that you should always empower the other person as well, that this is a team of two. And some of you really feel like, you know that saying that some people use, that you got nothing until you have someone that loves you or someone to love? I don't know if it's you never lived until you had someone, you felt loved or you loved someone. So that's how it really feels. Like some of you really feel like you don't feel like you have achieved anything unless you have someone to share the success with. You have someone to share your feelings with, your losses, your tears, but also all the gains. So yeah, I mean, all the energy, you know, it's very, everyone is so different, but all the energy, it's all like, I find good and on a high vibrational level, and you have pure intentions. Like your intentions are good, because when I ask about group 3 intentions of finding a partner, we got the Two of Wands. And Two of Wands usually is kind of looking what is your next step. But for you in this specific context, I'm really feeling like, again, some of you want to be reunited with a specific person. Again, this is a very general reading, but some of you are looking for that other half. That is your real intent. Some of you want to travel the world with this person, want to show them the world. And some of you really want to reunite with a specific person. That's your real intent into finding a partner. But in this case, wouldn't be finding a partner, would be getting back together with that partner that you feel like is the one. Now, when I ask about who is the next person that is coming into your life, I have Judgment. So now, with all these hints of some of you seeming to want a specific person, I was wondering if the person that was coming was an ex, or was an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend. And for so many of you, that's the case. It's someone that you had to release, or you know, that it's like a second chance with that person. So this person is someone that is coming back. Yes, this person is someone that's coming back. Now, for you that are not waiting for an ex, for an ex-girlfriend, an ex-boyfriend, sorry for the noise. I live in the city and there's always ambulance or police cars. So, for those that do not have an ex, that don't have an ex at all, then it's not an ex that is coming back, but it seems like if that's the case for you, then that means that you have been going through a lot of hardship lately, or through bad luck when it comes to love, or not luck at all, you know, and then that time of hardship is finally come to an end, and you're finally getting a break from this whole thing, and the person that you're gonna meet, it will feel like that. You're gonna surrender. There's gonna be no judgment, because you feel like, oh, this is fresh air after so hardship. Okay, now how will you feel about meeting this person? We got the Hierophant. So you got the Hierophant, which is a pope, or more of a religious symbol, meaning you will feel very deep about this person. Like, you will feel like this is a big deal. This is, for some of you that it's an ex, I feel like you have known that you want the long run with this person. You want the real thing. You want, yes, you want marriage. For some of you, that's what it is. But for me, a serious relationship just means you want a future with this person, no matter where that leads you. You just want a future with this person. So that's how you feel about this person. If this person is new, regardless, very quick, you feel like, you know what, this is really a person that I will take to meet my parents. I will want my family to meet. This is a person I really see a future with. How this person sees you, we got the Seven of Cups. So there's a couple of messages here when it comes to Seven of Cups. For those that we're talking about an ex here, this person sees you like one of the many options that she or he has. This may not be true. His or her options may not be real. There might just be in his or her mind, but he or she still feels like he has a lot of options, and that you're just one of them. So he's very confused. Now, this is only for, I'll say 50% of you. Now, for others, seems like this person might not see you truly for who you are, but more of like the person he has made up in his mind or her mind. And if this is the case, then you always find yourself, this person trying to change you, whether he doesn't realize or she doesn't realize this person is doing that. He or she might, I don't know, have this image of you that does not exist, and you're like, hello, that's not me. Or he or she buys you clothes that are not your style, and you're like, thank you so much, I love this formal dress, but I'm more of an edgy person, and you know that. Something like that. I feel like this person is more enchanted with the idea, or obsessed with the idea that he or she has of you, but it's not the real you. And I think that you have a lot of awesome things to give, but he or she might be too much in their mind. Now, the main lesson that you're meant to learn from this connection, again, I call them connections, not relationships, because you don't have to officially be dating someone for energy to transfer, energy to be exchanged, you know, so that already is a connection. The main message is action. Here I'm really sensing it's not about, yes, it is about action, but what I'm really thinking the message for you is, you got to ask yourself, okay, if this is an ex, if this is someone that you dated in the past and you might want to rekindle, what is stopping you? is something paralyzing you, or in case there's definitely the lesson of getting over your fears in here and act on what you want, because regardless whether the outcome is that you end up getting the person or not, but you get on to the next thing quicker, right? Than spending a whole year not going after the person you want, being paralyzed by fear, not acting on the things you want and who you truly are. And it will take you a year to find out whether the answer was yes or no, whether this person was with you because he or she thought that you were a specific person, but you're completely different from that. So act on who you are, be true to yourself. That is what the message is and what this connection will teach you. Now, when I asked about what message your angels have about this whole connection, what is coming for you two, we got transformation, which is death, which is number 13. Then we got power, which is the Emperor. We got the Prince of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. Okay, so let me start with death, which is transformation. And I love that I put transformation because a lot of people get misled by death, although death is Scorpio, so I love death. Yes, death is one of my favorite cards because when death comes, transformation is next. Okay, so transformation in this specific deck, the way they want to explain it to you is with the story of Persephone and Pluto. So I don't know if you're familiar with Greek mythology, but Hades, which is Pluto, is the god of death and the god of the underworld, and he falls in love with Persephone. Okay, Percy. Let's call her Percy. Okay. And I mean, the whole thing is that she ends up, first he kidnaps her, but then at the end of the day, she ends up falling in love with him. Messed up story. But the important part of this connection that they want this deck, which I love this deck, wants to bring to you, is that they have to be separate for she only comes a specific time of the year. So I can't remember if it's during the summer or, I mean, it's winter time when she goes to see her husband, which is Pluto, which is the god of death. And so when she goes to the underworld, that's why we have winter, because Persephone is like the goddess of, I don't know if it's agriculture, I don't know if it's the sun, I can't remember, but the point is that they are separated for, if it's 6 months, or I think it's even longer, and although it kills them both, she understands she cannot stay with Pluto all year long, because otherwise the earth will die, because she needs to be there for crops to grow. And Pluto also understands this, okay? And their bond only grows stronger when they understand their lives, their separate lives still goes on, because he's a god of the underworld and he cannot leave the underworld because he has a job. He has to fulfill his destiny, which is taking care of the underworld. And she's the goddess of, I don't know if it's the agriculture or something like that. And in the beginning, she lives for a very long time, and then she understands that she cannot leave her duty. She cannot forget about her duty. And so she returns to the earth and lets people grow crops. And the entire thing, the point is that you get here is that although in the beginning they want to forget about the world, they want to be so dependent of each other, they realize that they have to give each other space, and actually their love grows stronger. So this is a thing that I think is really like one of the main things your angels want to tell you about this is, I think for a lot of you this is an ex, and you may feel like this other person holds your heart and it hurts every time you're not with this person, but you got to understand that you're two separate people that come together. You're not dependent of each other. Really, your angels want to transform. They want, for those that this is a second chance for this connection, your angels are telling you, you got to work on this if you want this to succeed, because it seems like you are so dependent of one another. Sorry, it got cut for a sec. So one of you needs space, or both of you need space, and you need it to grow, and you need to learn to be separated at times. Okay, now if you're able to learn this lesson, if you're able to flow, then you got power. So you have found inner power. Okay, he or she has found inner power on their own, and then you come together and just become such a strong couple, a couple that people actually look up to. And then we got the Prince of Cups, so starting something new, really, understanding each other's feelings, and I think this is also a warning for some of you, because the Prince of Cups here is represented by Tristan. So Tristan, if you remember in the stories or even in the movie, he was a dreamer. He falls in love with someone older than him and does not think of the consequences, and then when it's time to actually show up and fight for her love, he lets other people fight for him and die for him. And it's just, his love, he obviously loved this other woman, but he doesn't realize sometimes the consequences of his acts. And so I just want to make sure that you understand the shadow side of this energy, because the Prince of Cups is a very young energy. Yeah, it is very young energy, might be more of has good intentions but may hurt people at times. Okay, so this person that you're with may have good intentions, but because she or he has such a young energy, they're just in love with love, and they might not say move on to another person, but sometimes they might not realize the consequences of their acts. Okay, so I just wanted to say that. And then most likely this person seems to be Libra. So we got a win-win forecast for Libra. So, again, this is only one of the zodiac signs that this person of your interest or this person is coming your way may have in their birth chart. But something else I wanted to say is I'm seeing a lot of number 4s. I'm seeing a lot of, what was it? Number 4. What numbers was this? Yeah, so I see number 4, and I do see, this was 7, 2. Yeah, just 2 number 4s. There was something else I remember that I was like, I noticed, but if I interrupt myself, sometimes I lose track of my thoughts. But yeah, I think this is it. That was all the message. Feel free to follow me on my Instagram page, and also to check out my website. I hope this was helpful, and again, take everything just this is a general reading, and always just open your mind and your heart to the messages. Sometimes they don't make sense right away. You just take some time for them to make sense. And anything that I say, always remember there's never a right or wrong. I'm just telling you so you think about maybe actions that may affect you or your future, because everything I want at the end of the day is for you to enjoy life and get exactly what you want and what you deserve. And sometimes we don't know what we want, or we think that we know, but it's not the best option for us. And your angels will always be there to guide you, okay? Alrighty, I'm gonna go on to the next one, the next pile. And thank you. Hopefully I get to see you next week. Bye. Hi there. So if you're here, it's because you chose pile number 4. I'm just cleansing the space a little bit. We'll go over each card, and then I'll show you all the cards, and then we'll go over each card individually, okay? So let's get on it. Hi there. So this is if you chose pile number 2. So the first card, you got the Hanged Man and 2 of Cups, and this is the energy that you're putting out there into the universe, trying to manifest love connection. Then how you feel about love in general, we got the Moon. To explain what are your real intentions on having someone with you, on having a romantic connection, we got the 8 of Coins. Now, who are you meeting next? We got the 5 of Pentacles. Then, how are you feeling about meeting this person? You got the 9 of Pentacles. How will this person feel about meeting you? We got the 5 of Cups. The overall lesson your angels want you to learn about this connection, we got the Masculine, which is numbered 42. Then anything that your angels want to tell you about this connection. First, we got the 2 of Spades, which is this one. Then we got the Ace of Cups. I was going to say it's 2 of Wands, in case that you're not familiar with this deck. And then you got the Prince of Cups, which is a Page of Cups. Now, when I asked about the zodiac sign that this person that is coming your way most likely has in his or her chart, and these are the cards, but I'm just going to show them at the very end. Okay, so I'm gonna leave them here. So let's go over each card specifically. Okay, so let's go over each of the cards. Let's start with, what energy are you putting out there into the universe, okay? First we got the Hanged Man, and then we got 2 of Cups. Okay, so the energy I'm really getting is very beautiful. The energy that you're putting out there is really looking to find your soulmate, and not just like a lover. You probably are the type of person that believes in soulmates, or I'm gonna tell you that I believe that we got several soulmates in this world. Some of us get to meet a lot of soulmates in our lives. You don't have, when you meet a soulmate, you're not meant to stay with them necessarily, because you got so many soulmates in this world that you can get to meet. But you definitely are looking for a soulmate. You're looking for something meaningful. You just don't want to date for the sake of dating. And how I know that you really truly are looking for that spiritual meaning of soulmate is because of the Hanged Man. So sorry if there's noise. Again, I live in the city, so there's always going to be trucks and police cars and ambulance. So just letting you know ahead of time. Because of the Hanged Man, that tells me that you are someone that thinks very differently from what society thinks. So not saying that one is bad or good, but it's just saying that you really, I think that you're very open-minded, and you're looking for someone that thinks like you. You just don't want anyone. So so many of you think, I have to get my soulmate because that's the person that is going to get how I think. I just don't want you're not looking for just someone good looking. You're looking for that person that your soul will recognize, that will feel like you have known this person even before, even although you just met this person. Have you ever gotten that feeling that you meet someone and you feel like you have seen this person before? Definitely is another type of feeling, and that's I think that's one of the signs, I would say, when you have met a soulmate or someone that you have a soul contract with, because your soul recognizes that person. So that is what I see you're putting out there. So that's great, because remember, what you put into the universe, what you put everything, we are energy and everything is energy. So if your energy that you're putting out there is, I want someone that thinks like me, I want someone that is enlightened. That's what I'm getting, although, you know, no one is in this life. But you want someone that thinks like you, seems like you really think very differently from how society thinks. You might be spiritual, and by spiritual I mean you want to have conscience, you're conscious of this 3D world. You want someone that gets you. So that energy that you're putting out there, really good. I applaud that, because if you're putting that out there, I haven't seen your reading completely, but I'm hoping that you're getting then something really good. Now, how you actually see love, having a connection with someone, how do you feel about it? Like, sometimes we think that we want love, but we might be really scared about love in reality. So I just see that you got the moon, so you're definitely scared of it, but at the same time, so this is what I'm sensing, you know that there is a risk of falling in love with someone. You know that you want to attract that so bad, and you're doing it right, but you know that also you're putting yourself in a very vulnerable state, because the moon represents when you got to dive so deep to get into your like subconscious fears, insecurities, and get over them. So if that's how you see love, then you're right. Love is when you're vulnerable with someone else, with yourself. Love for yourself too is when you're vulnerable and accept that vulnerability and you use it to grow. So yeah, that's how you see love. And another thing is, you see love as something that you got to use your gut to find it, your intuition to find it. You find that a relationship is definitely a way of working over your fears, over your insecurities. You got to use a lot of your intuition into that. Seriously, group number 4, amazing. Like you I think that probably if I were to pick so far a group, I'll pick number 4, because I feel like that's how I feel. Then we got 8 of coins to represent what is your true intention on finding love, finding someone, because it's not finding love, of finding someone. And we got the 8 of coins, and you see this crow is carving on a coin, he's putting in the work. And that, again, like I said, wow, group number 4, your intention are like, you are out there, like you're thinking not only on having someone, but like putting in the work. So for 8 of coins, it's telling me that your real intent on finding someone is to work on yourself. And we know that sometimes probably this is someone that has been single for some time, or has dated other people in the past and things didn't go well, but you might not have had the knowledge that you have now. You didn't have the knowledge back then. And I think that now you're willing to put in the work, you're willing to get uncomfortable in the situation, like get uncomfortable and work on it. So it seems like the reason why you want to have a connection is to work on it, because if you know that this is one of the steps to grow as a person, whether this lasts for you or not, I think you understand connections in another level that actually society understands. I feel like some of you understand that connections, you can have several connections with people. Again, you don't have to stay, you have several soulmates, so you don't have to stay with one of them. Maybe some of your soul contracts only are there to teach you something. And I think that that's something you're really understanding, because if your intent is to work, it's like you see the other coins that you have here, it's like other lessons that you have learned and you're willing to put in the work, and that's why you want to get another lesson, you want to keep learning in this life, and that's the reason why you want to be in a relationship. Now, who's coming your way? We got the let's see, we got the Five of Pentacles. You see, there's like, they're walking on the snow. This person has a cast on his leg. They're obviously cold, and so don't panic. The Five of Pentacles is the person that is coming your way, is someone that feels defeated already, someone that has a lot of insecurities, someone that is maybe going through a bad patch, yeah, definitely someone that cannot see all he or she has to bring into the table, and feels like already has this defeated behavior. So probably when you see this person, he probably or she probably won't feel like they have a chance with you, okay? When you meet this person, the card that represents your energy is the Nine of Pentacles. You see this woman with all the coins around her and the bird on her hand. You will love the attention he or she gives you. You will feel like they're precious too. They will be precious to you. The way you feel about them will be like really nice. Like you will feel very excited. You will feel like they are precious. You will adore them, and that's how you will feel about that person. How is he feeling or she feeling about you? We got the Five of Cups. You see this person that is looking down, like you can tell it's like, it's not completely night time. So in this card, I want to say there's still some hope, some light, and there's two cups here that he's giving his back to. There's three empty cups, right? So you get the feeling someone that instead of counting his blessings, he is looking at he doesn't have. And this again, I think this person has a very, again, like he has already given up. He thinks or she thinks that they don't have much to give to you. For some of you, I feel like this person could be from the past. And when this person still comes back, or maybe that's the issue, they are not coming back, they want to come back, but they just feel like they don't have much to give you. I mean, based on your energy of like, what are you putting out there, what you're looking in love and everything, seems like you have done a lot of growth. People don't just become that mature or with that knowledge. I know that there's a lot of work to be done. Sometimes a lot of hurt has to happen for you to understand those lessons. So this might be someone from the past that might want to come back, but it's not coming back because they don't feel like they're good enough for you. They don't feel like they have anything to give you. And this is what I'm seeing because of these two cards. We got the Five of Coins and we got the Five of Cups. Two fives when it represents this other person. And fives is a lot of instability, instability. He's unstable, she's unstable, insecure, poor of mind. Doesn't mean that he's actually or she doesn't have money, but there's just the winner mentality, you know? A lot of people sometimes they have so much confidence that even though they don't have anything smart to say, they still raise their hands. We all know those people. And this person is completely opposite, is overthinking it and doesn't see what could they bring to you that is worth of your time. And for you, on your side, you're like, I care about you, I want you, I get excited about being with you. So you do see the value in this person, but they can't seem to see the value in themselves. There's nothing you can do about that. So it's not your job showing him you can help in the process, but it's not upon you to, you can nurture and create the right environment, a really nice and loving environment, but it's not your responsibility for this person to open their eyes and understand that they have a lot of value, because that has to do with self-love. And you can only create the right environment, but you cannot ever make someone that to love themselves. That's not how it works. They have to learn on their own. And I think that you already know this, because if you have grown so much as a person, you already know this. Now, what is the lesson on this connection? Definitely, I think this is a soulmate connection, or like it probably is a soul contract, because of all this feeling not good enough. This contract might be a karmic contract as well. I just wanted to say that, because it's number 42. It is masculine. Number 6, when it comes to connections, it is karmic connections. So when this is the case, this could be a soulmate, but with a karmic contract, and it's tough because they're mainly meant to learn, to teach you something. Sometimes you don't stay with this person, but it's a lot of struggle. And you see the 2 kids in the back. Every single time I look at a card, I get a different feeling. And for you, I do really get you made a contract with this person in the past. Whether this is an ex or this is a person that you are just meeting, you will see there's going to be a lot of work to be done here. Because you have different energies. There's definitely, although you have come a long way, there's definitely a lot you can learn from this person. But this is really what is telling me that this is a soul contract, a karmic one, most likely. And the masculine, so this is a lesson that you're meant to learn from this connection the most, is that you have to, the masculine energy, I'm not talking about sex, I'm talking about like being a man. I'm talking about masculine energy, which we all have masculine energy and we all have feminine energy. Masculine energy is about making feeling another, it's being strong, it's authority, strong. You make the other person feel safe, and you know your inner power, like there's power in masculine energy. So that's what the angels want you to learn from this connection. They want you to connect with your masculine energy and be comfortable being in power. Not feeling like, this is a message specifically for, I think, one person, that don't feel like maybe this other person has more of a feminine energy, and don't feel like you have to make yourself small for the sake of the other person. Yeah, you can lead, so lead. And then become your own leader, okay? Now, when the angels, what your angels have to say about this connection, we got the 2 of Spades, we got the Ace of Cups, and we got the Prince of Cups. Okay, so we got 2 cards that mean new beginnings, okay? 2 cards. So, and then 2 cards, I mean, there's water energy in here. Yeah, there's water energy here. Yeah, This person might be water signs, so Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, and Aquarius. They're led by feelings. They feel very deep. I was going to say Pisces. That's an air sign. Alrighty, okay, let's refocus. So, yes, definitely it is about an offering. It is about feeling very deeply. It is about new beginnings. Wanting to learn as well, the Prince of Cups, wanting to learn. And again, like if you were compelled to another pile, there was a similar message from your angels. With the Prince of Cups, you got Tristan. So I don't know if you remember in the story of like Tristan's story, that he falls in love with this person that is this other queen that is already married to someone else, or was supposed to be married, I can't remember. And yeah, and he is led by love, he's led by his feelings, and he acts on them, but he never stops to think about the consequences. How could this affect others? And when it came time to face the consequences, he will let other people fight his fights, right? You know that movie where Brad Pitt is in it? Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. And then we got the Two of States, and Two of States is something very specific, but for me, I was going to say, and also with the moon here, I feel like this is a moon, and there's the moon, the full moon here, and we've got the full moon here as well. And sorry, we got the full moon here as well. So there's a lot of full moons. So it's about feeling deeply. It's about, for the Two of States, I really feel, I see it as a full moon, but also full moon can be a mirror. And your angels are trying to tell you that you got to understand that this connection and this white thing is very karmic as well, and it's going to be really tough. But you will feel so deep for each other. You got to do mirror work. So your partner is, so sometimes the things that you most hate about your partner, most dislike, is what you don't want to look into you. And I have experienced this in the past. I remember I would criticize, there's one person that would criticize his family a lot. Because I couldn't understand how he was so blind that like his family was telling him exactly what to do, and he was such a family person, and he will criticize that to me, and he will say the same thing, that I was like, I will never listen, and instead I will just spend my time criticizing him. But afterwards, when I did the inner work, I was like, wow, he was the perfect mirror for me, because I looked into all the things that I disliked about him, that I wish he could see and he could change, and every single thing, I had them. I had these things, and that's how relationships work. I realized that I was a family person, and it's great to be a family person, but I was letting also, like, if one of my siblings said something, if they didn't like someone, although I like that person as a friend, I will just completely ignore that person just because she said something that my siblings thought was offensive, or I will let them lead my life, and so many other things. So what your angels are trying to really tell you is that this connection for you, it's a lot of mirror work. So you got to look at what are the qualities that you dislike the most of that person, so you realize that those are the things that you have as well, and you got to look into like you got to take an inner look. Now when I asked about what zodiac sign that person most likely had in their birth chart, I found, have faith in your dreams and nothing is yet set in stone. So they didn't want to give me a zodiac sign. Instead they just said, have faith and nothing nothing, the outcome, you cannot yet see it. Don't worry if you feel like it's going a specific way, a specific direction. So really, I think for a lot of you, this is someone that you kind of are feeling very hopeless about. It probably is an ex, and it's just your angels want you to not give up yet. That's what I feel like this is. Yeah. So hopefully this was helpful, and feel free to follow me on my Instagram page, Tarot by Fernanda, or go check out my website, which is still in the works, but is tarotbyfernanda.com. And I hope to see you next week, and I'm gonna go on to the next pile, okay? Bye. Hi there, so I'm guessing you chose pile number 5. What we are going to do is I will show you all the cards, and then we'll go one by one explaining the energy, just so you know, you get an idea of what this connection will really mean for you. Okay, perfect, so let's get on it. Hi, number 5, so this is pile number 5, so if you chose this pile, let's first show you all the cards. First, you got the Page of Pentacles, representing the energy you're putting into the universe. Then we got the 10 of Spades, when that represents how you feel about love, how you perceive love. Then we got the Ace of Pentacles on your true intentions on meeting someone new. Then we have who are you meeting? We got the Emperor. How will you feel about this person? We got the card of Death. Then how will this person feel about you? We got the 4 of Wands. The overall lesson for this connection is release. Then the messages your angels have for you, we got the 2 of Staves, which again, Staves and Wands are the same. So here, I said the 10 of Staves, but those are Wands, okay? Then we got the 2 of Coins. We got the Princess of Coins. And then I asked your angels, most likely what zodiac sign the person of your interest has in their birth chart. So I will leave it this way, looking down, and I will only show you this one at the end of the reading, okay? So let's go over each one of the cards. Hi, pile number 5. So let's go every single one of your cards, okay? First, the energy that you are putting out there into the universe, which is really important to understand, to know what energy you're putting out there, because that's what you will attract, okay? So we got the Page of Pentacles. And it seems like you do want a new beginning. You do see the importance of the value of having someone with you. You want that. You want that, and you want to someone that you can share your wealth with as well. But definitely, you do want a new beginning, and so that's the energy you're putting out there. When we look at your perception of love, we got the 10 of Wands. And this is showing that you know that having a romantic partner means it's a lot of work. It does show that you're aware of that. That's your thinking when you think about love and when you think about being with someone. It does seem like, although it's something you want, you know that's a lot of work, because you don't only get to carry your own weight, but someone else's weight and baggage. And for a lot of you, this represents friends and family members. Like, some of you have thought about that. Like, do I want to deal with that again? You know, having not only to please that person, but have to please their friends and their family members. You know, it does seem like you have thought about that, of like knowing that it's worth it, but knowing also that it's a lot of work. And you know, for some of you, the temptation of just not getting into this whole task, I guess, is, you know, sometimes in your mind. And yes, it seems like for you, you think that sometimes you either think you have a lot of baggage or you will be dealing with others people's baggage. So some of you feel like you have a lot of baggage already, like ghost following you. So yeah, you already have this mentality that it might be hard. Now, when it comes to what is the real intention behind finding someone, we got the Ace of Pentacles. And this card specifically, I mean, okay, to start with, is you want a new beginning, just like the Page of Cups. You do want a new beginning. You want to offer something to someone. You want a fresh start. But at the same time, I remember when I saw this card, the first thing that I thought was the Wheel of Fortune. It doesn't look quite the same, but it just really made me feel a Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like you just want to, it's like this feeling for some of you, it really is like you want to have fun and let yourself flow with let yourself flow. And you feel like you have a lot to give to someone. You do want to offer this to someone. You want to share with someone everything you have achieved. So, I mean, again, there's no bad, wrong, or right intent, or wrong, or good or wrong energy, but I can just tell you that whatever you put out there is what you're going to get. And we all deserve amazing people, and sometimes we just got to shift our energy. So that's why I let you go over the energy you're putting out there, how you feel about love, because sometimes we feel like we want it, but we're subconsciously we don't want it, or we have limiting thoughts or beliefs. And then I like to see what is the real intent, whether you actually want a partner, or you just want someone. Right? It's just important. Maybe you don't care what your intent is, but it really is helpful. And I see you got really good intent in here. Now, who is the person that is coming to you next? We got the Emperor. Sorry, my voice is almost gone. So this is a very strong card. It's Major Arcana. This person may be Aries, may have Aries into their chart. Such a stubborn person, such a strong personality, but mature. This is the important thing. This person is mature. This person may be a little bit older than you. Also, another thing is this person, when you meet this person, maybe one of the things you will like the most is his or her authority, her or his power. For this person, power is really important, and he or she is a leader, and that's something really attractive for you. Yeah, this person is a king, so he's not a page. He's not a page or a knight. He is a king. He's an emperor. So definitely is a very strong person. Has set values as well. So how will you feel when you meet this person? And we have the death card, which is number 13, which is Scorpio, which I love. And death means transformation. So what is the energy when you meet this person or when you met this person? I have a couple of things here. So one, some of you feel like how the saying goes, this person will be the death of me. And I mean, because this person seems to have such a strong personality, like you kind of like the fact that he or she is very powerful. You can sense the authority even from far. You can smell that power. I think you think this person will be the death of me. For others, you will know right away that you will have to transform. This connection will be very transformative. You know that you will have to, transform. And for some of you, you may think that there's no way this is going to last, that this is gonna die, because there's no way this can last long, because probably you two are very different. Or you just think that, I don't feel like it's like you think that you're not good enough, but you just feel like you're already seeing the ending. Like you're not even letting it to start, that you're already seeing the ending of this. But I really do feel like for most of you, you're just a little bit intimidated by this person. You really feel like this is gonna take a lot from you. Wow, yeah. And then how this person will feel about you. We got the Four of Wands. This person, you see these two people celebrating. It's like they're getting married. Sorry, I can almost not speak proper English at this point. I'm really tired. But we'll get on with this. So, Four of Wands, this person will look at you or will like just get to know you, and right away will know that he or she wants to be with you in the long run. They see so much potential in you. Okay, so while you're like, oh gosh, this person will be the death of me because you think it's such a big challenge, this other person is like, yes, this is the person I was looking for. This is the person I want to make him my husband. I want to make her my wife, or I see a future with this person. I want something serious. This person will see you, will see so much potential in you and really want you. Just letting you know, just because I sense that some people will be feeling very skeptical and intimidated by this person, and just intimidated by this person, I find. And then the main lesson that you're meant to learn in this connection, your angels say it's release. Okay, so there really is like release, control, like don't the message I'm really getting for you is flow. It's like, stop trying to control the outcome, stop trying to control the narrative, the storyline. Stop trying to control it, because I really sense that some of you are already thinking about the ending of the relationship or of this connection before it even starts. So stop controlling, just release and let your angels guide you. And now what your angels want you to know about this connection, we got the Two of Staves, we got the Two of Coins, and we got the Princess of Coins. I do feel like you two, although you think you're very different from each other, you're a face of the same coin. You're two faces of the same coin. That's what I'm seeing here. This usually it has a different meaning, but for me, this is really what I'm seeing, that you two are united somehow. And together, like you're great. This is something I used to say that has come up for this one, that you two are great together, great on your own, but you can be amazing together, because you are two faces of the same coin. Although you think you're so different, you two have, yes, you're opposite, but you two have so much to give to each other, to teach each other. Two of Staves, I really do sense that you two have a lot of potential. This person wants to show you the world, wants to bring you with her or him into all their adventures. And then with the Princess of Coins, again, a new beginning, seeing value in this connection. Let me see. We got 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4. Okay, yeah. So one thing that I saw was that when I asked about who is this person, how you each will feel about it, we got 4, number 4 of this card. Then we got the Emperor, which is a 4 as well. And then we got Death, which is number 13, but it's 1 plus 3 is 4. You always need 1 digit. So look into 444, angel's number, and then what was the other one? This was a 9. Yeah, that was it. That was what I just wanted you to know. Then when I asked about what zodiac sign this person most likely has in their birth chart, we got Libra. Now this is just one of the many signs this person could be. I definitely do think for some of you this person is an Aries, has such a strong personality, CEOs of the world, leaders of the world. They're always in power positions. So this person, with Libra, may not be a Libra, but I also, one thing that came to me while I was doing the reading is that this person might be someone that is always looking for justice in the world. Might be a lawyer, might be a doctor, might be an activist, but definitely is someone that is selfless in a way and looking for justice in the world for everyone. Okay, so very altruistic, this person. Hopefully this was resonated with you and this was helpful. Feel free to follow my Instagram page, and I hope I get to see you next week, and thank you. Bye.